The Wake Up Crew,
Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
WGNS.
This is the Wake Up Crew on News Radio WGNS.
Lawman, the lawman came with the sun. There was a job to be done, and so they sent for the badge and the gun of the lawman.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
And welcome to the Wake Up Crew. You're pointing a finger at me. Why are you doing that?
I thought you said you couldn't hear.
I couldn't, but then I could hear.
Oh,
so
okay.
It all came back. I know the familiar voice is back here on the Wake Up Crew this morning.
I've been on all week. Oh,
like I said, a familiar, person is back. And of course, we're going to talk about all that because I know I'm sure people have wondered where I've been. Did you keep it a mystery, or did you announce it, or go on Facebook with it? What did you do? I don't know.
I mean, it was known to the listening audience. I think the news that they got was that you had to have a little heart procedure and a little work on the old ticker. I think that's another means of putting it out there. And then we were gone. Then I was gone.
You were gone.
Yeah, because then I had to follow suit with you. And I mean, if you do something, I've got to do it, I guess.
You get jealous a lot, and that's part of the problem. I do want to remind everybody now that I'm back that we're fueled every day by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee. Now, they told me to take it a little easy on the coffee. I said, how about decaf? They said, okay, yeah. Beat the summer heat wave with the ultimate refreshment at 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee. Whether you're cooling down with a Tropic Thunder Lemonade frozen chiller or a fruity Pink Paradise Lemonade, they're all about spreading good vibes and ice-cold sunshine with every order in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, or Laverne. I think we ought to have a girl do that read.
Why?
Well, it's summertime, girls, they're on the beach,
Oh,
kind of thing like that.
Okay.
I watched Bikini Beach Party or something in the midst of my recovery, and it's a 1964, and it's crazy. It's at Frankie Avalon and Annette Funicello. It got me through one night, though, when I couldn't sleep.
Well, what are we watching? Should be, like weeks and weeks worth now.
Yeah, my only problem is I kind of doze in and out, so I don't have the endings for a lot of them, or I can't sum it up for you. Anyway, went in, 2 days before you did? I guess a weekend before you did, with some hard stuff.
Yeah, I think you had yours. It was almost a week.
I was operating on Monday. No, Tuesday morning. And you went in Tuesday afternoon, I think. Is that right?
No, I went in Tuesday morning. I think it was the full week before. I think it was a full week in between.
Oh, so you waited that long?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought I'd give you time to bask in the glory of a triple bypass.
Sleep it in. Yeah, I got you. But went in just thinking it was a stint. It happened on a Saturday, about 10:45, and just sitting home watching TV, and I said, "Ooh, it feels like the last time I had one." So they did surgery on me on that following Tuesday. I had to wait over the weekend in the hospital, and get my blood thinned out and all that kind of thing. I'm on a whole different set of medication now. I don't have a clue what it's called. I go in this week actually or actually today, and to kind of see what medication they have me on, get that all cleared up, and start my therapy. And but it was 3 stents. It was about 70% blockage in one of them. The others, I think, were like 60 and 40 or something like that. So,
but you actually had bypass surgery.
I had bypass surgery. Yeah, triple bypass. Had a lot of good friends call me that have had it, and told me what to expect, what to go through. It was a unique experience. I really never was in much pain, though. I mean, I really don't, and I haven't been. I mean, it's been my knee replacement hurt worse than this did.
That's what's really amazing about that, because I only had the perspective of what my dad went through probably 25 years ago and what Bart went through 20 years ago. And They have come a long way in pain management, but also making it a less painful surgery, I think.
Well, and I'll tell you one other thing before we go here on this segment. It is, I'm not out of the woods yet. I got a long way to go, but at least I can get back to work. So that's the good thing, I think.
Yeah.
See your face. Okay. All right. More to come here on the Wake Up Crew, and we're going to take our first break. It's 17 after 6.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. Plenty of sunshine today with highs topping out near 89 degrees. Winds south-southwesterly around 5 miles per hour. Tonight, clear to partly cloudy skies, light winds, lows drop to 70. And then Friday, lots more sunshine, chance for afternoon showers and storms, and highs approaching 91. I'm meteorologist Phil Jensko in the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now it's 65.
Murfreesboro Funeral Home and Cremation Services.
What type of services they would think they would want.
Staff members are caring who understand that each family is unique.
We ask them the questions.
Keith Stapleton, manager of the Murfreesboro Funeral Home, off of South Church Street.
Hi, I am Tina. You never know what you may find at the Habitat Restore.
Stop and say,
hi, I'm Wendy.
Hey, this is Rocky. You never know what you'll find at the Habitat Restore.
Shopping at the Restore.
We have paint, all kinds of colors.
We have brushes and rollers for your paint project, too.
Hey, don't forget the cabinets.
We have all kinds of cabinets for any project you may be working on.
We're hiring at the Habitat Restore. Stop by 850 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard for more information.
This is Hannah Bleem here at the Rutherford County Farmers Market, and we're here to talk to different vendors today.
This is Jeremy Mack with Bantam Farm. Bantam Farm specializes in soft sourdough bread. We use an Italian flour and olive oil in all our soft sourdough products, so we don't use any American GMO. We don't use any seed oils in our sourdough products. We also have many, many other things. So come out and see us at the Rutherford County Farmers Market.
Thank you so much.
Charlie Campbell here, owner of Kettle Classic Gourmet Popcorn. You come check us out at the Rutherford County Farmers Market every Tuesday and Friday, where we offer up fresh kettle corn and caramel corn. You can also come and see us at the storefront at 5525 Franklin Road. We have multiple flavors of gourmet popcorn.
The Rutherford County Farmers Market is located at 315 John R. Rice Boulevard, the Lane Agri Park. We're open every Friday, 8 a.m. until noon, and Tuesday, 7 a.m. to noon, with the exception of afternoon markets running 2 to 7 p.m.
This is Nick Hayes with Toots Restaurants. Get online at toots.com and check out our daily specials for lunch and dinner. Toots, good food and fun since 1985.
Good food and fun. Toots.
Hey Jack, tell them about our Friday lunch special.
You can get our catfish or shrimp basket for $6.99.
With our $6.99 lunch special, you can afford to eat at Toots at least once a week.
Find us at toots.com.
Toots is now available on Uber Eats.
Listen each weekday morning at 9 o'clock for the Roundtable here on News Radio WGNS. Interesting hosts and guests with the news, views, politics, sports, and people that are shaping Rutherford County here on News Radio WGNS.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Monsi Bolaños.
At the World Cup, South Africa has done it.
All the way to Maseko. Got the shot away, and it's Maseko! And South Africa have their lead, and Maseko has his goal! And could that be the goal that sends them to the knockout rounds? Unbelievable scenes here at Monterrey.
You heard it all on FS1. South Africa is headed to the round of 32 for the first time in the nation's history. After defeating South Korea 1-0, they will face Canada on Sunday in LA. Mexico shut out Czechia 3-0. Brazil defeated Scotland 3-0 to win Group C. And Morocco beat Haiti 4-2, also in Group C, and they're headed to the knockout stage. In the NBA, ESPN reports that the Hornets are engaged in LaMelo Ball trade talks as multiple teams strongly pursue the star guard. The Pistons traded Isaiah Stewart to the Grizzlies for 3 future second-round picks. And in baseball, the Dodgers topped the Twins 4-3.
The Wake Up Crew with John, Ryan, and Dalton on WGNS.
Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
And welcome back to the Wake Up Crew, 21 minutes after the hour of 6 o'clock. And good to be back, Brian. Just want to tell you, because you know what? I missed our friends over at Middle Tennessee Electric. They're powered, and they power us every day. Looking to go solar? MTE's Pro Solar program is committed to educating members on the process and helping them achieve their renewable energy goals. Learn more about Pro Solar and your free consultation. Visit mte.com/Pro Solar. John and Brian with you. And just to touch a little bit more on the heart situation, I've got about, I think, 12 weeks. I'm going to be cleared to drive here before long. And then we'll start the process of everything will be feel a whole lot back to normal.
Yeah.
So can't lift anything over, 10 pounds, I think, something like that.
You said for like 15 years?
How long am I going to be on radio doing football? Probably till the length of that. Anyway, it's kind of a funny thing when you think about it, but the warning signs of heart attacks, I think, is something we need to look up and give to all our friends. But I think I really blame it on spring fling. I really do.
Oh, wow. Do you?
I mean, I whined the whole time that we were broadcasting because I never knew where we were going to be, how long we were going to be there, 3 or 4 hours, at a time. So, and so after spring fling, I ran into Matt Gillespie, and I was so anxious to see him that I've tripped and fell and face planted before the heart attack.
That was on the Thursday before the Saturday.
Yeah. And Matt sent me a nice message. It was real sweet, to see if I was okay. That was pretty embarrassing, though. Didn't break anything. I may have broken a left rib because it still bothers me a little bit. But other than that, so it was a great week. It's been a great 3 weeks. Couldn't go on vacation. I'll talk about that coming up. But first, I want to tell you about our good neighbor of the day, Gerald Williams. Today's SRM Concrete Good Neighbor of the Day for showing incredible patience and kindness to everyone who crosses their path. Gerald's getting a free drink of choice from Seven Brew Drive-Thru Coffee in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, or Laverne. And, of course, SRM Concrete is proud to present today's good neighbor. They're locally grown and nationally known, but their heart is right here with the neighbors who go the extra mile for Rutherford County.
You can join us in celebrating our community by texting the word neighbor to 615-893-1450 to send in your good neighbor of the day, or go to WGNSradio.com/good neighbor to get those in, and we'll pick it up from there and bring it on home. All right, so holidays for today. We're looking at National Bomb Pop Day. The red, white, and blue popsicles? Yeah. And it's National Catfish Day or National Strawberry Parfait Day. So you can have any of those.
All right, it's 6:24 here on the Wake Up Crew.
The residents at Stones River Manor love the environment.
I just really like it. Of course, I'm in an apartment and I can come and go and do kind of what I want to.
Stones River Manor, serving the community since 1977.
My husband felt much better when he passed away that I was taken care of here. We got married in 58 and in 60 he went in Air Force.
Stones River Manor in Murfreesboro, near the intersection of Haynes Drive and Memorial Boulevard.
It's a Slick Pig barbecue, spicy wings and Brunswick stew, everything made fresh for you at the Slick Pig barbecue. There's lean smoked turkey and chicken too, ribs so tender don't need to chew. Well, come on folks, I'm telling you, it's a Slick Pig barbecue. 1920 East Main, you're gonna love the pig.
The Slick Pig Barbecue, a Murfreesboro tradition.
Access Tennessee News, I'm Caitlin Jones. Nashville area residents went without power for about 2 to 5 days longer than necessary after January's ice storm. That's according to a new independent review of Nashville Electric Service's response to the storm. PA Consulting released the 133-page report showing NES fell short in several areas, including a delay in calling for outside help. The review also found NES was far behind on tree trimming and did not have a plan to communicate with customers about restoration times. The ice storm left more than 230,000 customers without power for as long as 2 weeks. And new details on the police-involved shooting that left a wanted man dead in Pigeon Forge. It happened at the Days Inn Motel Wednesday morning as Sevier County and Pigeon Forge police were serving a warrant. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation identified the suspect as 40-year-old Leroy Brooks, who was wanted for attempted second-degree murder. According to Pigeon Forge police, 3 Sevier County deputies fired shots, striking the suspect. He was pronounced dead on the scene. More news in 30 seconds.
Aging well means staying healthy, active, and independent. To age well, we need to take care of our bones. 10 million Americans have osteoporosis, a hereditary disease that makes bones weak and more likely to break. Thankfully, we can all take simple steps to improve our bone health at any age. Eat a healthy diet that is rich in calcium and vitamin D. Get regular weight-bearing exercise, which means on our feet. Get bone health tips at pathtogoodbonehealth.org.
Dolly Parton fans, if you're traveling down I-65, there's a stop just for you now. Dolly's Tennessean Travel Stop is now open in Cornersville, Tennessee, featuring all things inspired by the singer's life growing up in the Smokies. This truck stop offers a general store, a sit-down cafe and restaurant, Cup of Ambition coffee, Dolly barbecue, and a Doggy Parton dog park. Caitlin Jones, Access Tennessee News.
The Wake Up Crew with John, Brian, and Dalton on WGNS.
Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
And welcome back to the Wake Up Crew. So 27 minutes after the hour. And welcome back with the Heartbreak Kids. That's Brian and me. And we're recuperating as we still work. That's dedication.
Isn't it?
I'm sure we'll get an award or something for that, don't you think? A lot of things have happened while I've been in the hospital, too. I mean, Greg White's named the new athletic director of Rutherford County Schools. Anything else going on? I know Jay Brown, principal at Eagleville. And Clark Blair, I think I was gone while that went on, too.
Yeah.
Maybe the end of it.
Maybe toward the end. That's one of the things that I printed. We haven't even had a chance to talk about it, but they're between now and 2029. So in the next 3 years, they're going to be phasing in a shot clock for high school basketball. So
I'm not sure I'm crazy about that, but will it be 30 seconds?
35, I think.
35.
Yeah.
People from stalling.
Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting for the game. That's for sure. I know several schools. I saw an article that Coffee County is going to actually, I think they're going to play maybe their non-district games that way this year.
Girls basketball might be a little interesting.
Yeah.
If the guy that works the shot clock, if you have a steal, I mean, then you have another quick steal, then you have another steal. I mean, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That could be a kind of a fun thing. And
well, that's a totally different. That's another person that you have to have.
And you probably are paying them or getting volunteer, and that's not easy.
Right.
They already have trouble, don't they? Getting people. So
yeah, but I mean that's yet another person that you're going to have to put on the basketball payroll. But it seemed like the coaches were all for it, and that's what they wanted to do. And so here we go. I think I'm almost 100% sure there was a survey of the coaches, and majority of the basketball coaches wanted a shot clock.
That really does surprise me, but I haven't seen anything where people are just holding the ball. Some do it toward the last 2 or 3 minutes. That'll prevent that from happening.
Well, and it's more speeding up the entire game.
Maybe so.
When I think of it, I think of Blackman boys basketball. I mean, their whole mantra had been, if it takes us 10 passes to get the right open shot, that's what we're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's playing good disciplined basketball, but some of their possessions could take a minute, and
but the clock is moving, so
sure. But they weren't under the constraints of having to get a shot off in 35 seconds. So I think it will definitely change the game. And I don't know, like you said, girls basketball, I don't know what it's going to do to that.
Well, I think that one thing that I would think that would be really good is just not foul. Just don't have fouls. I mean, what game did we sit through that were like 76 fouls?
I can't remember, but it was.
And they tried to do it, haven't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
well, I mean, taking the 1-1 away was one of the things that was supposed to help. We did that. It was at Siegel is where we did that game. I think it was a Siegel Riverdale game, maybe.
Yes, it was. And but I don't know what they could do to prevent that. But if you're a referee, it puts you in a bind because you don't really want to look the other way.
Right.
But it can get that's a game that lengthens, and then everything else is pushed back behind.
Well,
so
they also had like senior night that night, and so the boys' game didn't start until like 8:10. I think
it was later than that.
It may have been a little later than that.
It was like 8:30 because we didn't get out of there till after 10.
Yeah,
time post game show. But if they could come up with a thing about fouls, that would be great. But that is in the hands of the official, and I don't see any relief in that. 35 seconds is ample enough time to get 4 or 5 passes without being rushed. So.
Yeah.
But
I just think it's going to be an interesting thing to see, and the fact that there's a 3-year period to implement it or I guess 2 years, and then by the 3rd year. So I think you'll see some teams easing into it this year, and then probably fully going by the next. I don't know.
Greg Wine's got some interesting things coming up, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I think they've hired another person to go with him, right?
I believe that is correct, and so
her name right now, but anyway,
be helping with the compliance and that kind of thing.
Be a full-time job just about in regard to that, and then you're the athletic director. But Greg's the kind of guy you're going to see him a lot of places. He'll be around. He'll do a great job, and he wants to see you and he have kind of combined and get some ideas going for the future as well for high school basketball.
Well, I have a little note here.
When I'm there.
One of the things that's going to happen this year on August the 12th, there's going to be Rutherford County Fall Media Day with girls soccer and football. And so we're going to have 15 minutes with each girls soccer and football coach. And so that's going to be something that goes on this year. We did it for basketball, and so this is something that's expanding out as well. So that'll be a good preseason look and give kids an opportunity to sit in front of the media and answer questions and things like that. So
and one more thing is while we're on the subject of sports, we're going to have new coaches.
Yeah,
every year. It happens every year. And Matt Williams, the new athletic director at Rockvale, so his brother's going to take his place. Some interesting things and some interesting stories, and the coaches show ought to be awesome this year. I'm hoping I'm able to get up the steps.
Oh, I think you will. Yeah, we've got a lot of new faces. Stewart's Creek's got a new football coach, others, and so it's going to be a fun year for sure.
More change. All right, we'll be back with more of the Wake Up Crew. It's 6:34.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. Plenty of sunshine today with highs topping out near 89 degrees. Winds south-southwesterly around 5 miles per hour. Tonight, clear to partly cloudy skies, light winds, lows drop to 70. And then Friday, lots more sunshine, chance for afternoon showers and storms, and highs approach 91. I'm meteorologist Phil Jensko in the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now it's 65.
Well, good morning. Here's what we're seeing. Heavier traffic volume just in the last few minutes westbound. 24 at Hickory Hollow Parkway. You got all that traffic volume coming in from Murfreesboro, Rutherford County, pushing on up into Davidson County. Right now, the westbound lanes of I-24 up through Antioch. It's a little bit crowded already. 65 south here at Trinity Lane. Radar spotted earlier down I-40 through the Mount Juliet area. STR Towing and Recovery says, hey, call them 24/7 any county here in Middle Tennessee if you need their help. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
This is Good Neighbor Events with Bart Walker. Brought to you by AmeriCare Pest Control and the law offices of John Day.
I've got pets.
AmeriCare Services Incorporated, family owned and operated. For residential and commercial customers, we offer a full range of services. Our services include one-time, monthly, and quarterly pest control, termite control, moisture and fungus control, automatic foundation vents, and more. Licensed, insured, and bonded for your protection. 893-7111.
Call the best of the best to get rid of your pest.
AmeriCare Services Incorporated.
Now, Good Neighbor Events. Here's Bart Walker.
Hey, maybe you're new to town and want to learn more about your community. So head over to the one-room Ransom Schoolhouse. Just drop by this Saturday, anytime between 9 in the morning and noon. Yes, members from the Rutherford County Historical Society will be there to share local history. Again, that's this Saturday, anytime between 9 in the morning and noon at Ransom School, 717 North Academy Street, here in Murfreesboro. While we're talking about Saturday, don't forget the Main Street Murfreesboro's Farmers Market, Saturdays from 8 in the morning until noon, all around the Rutherford County Courthouse on the Murfreesboro Square. And while that's going on Saturday, there's another one going on in Smyrna, same time, at the Smyrna Depot. Next weekend, not this weekend, but next one, will be the Borough Art Crawl on Friday, July the 3rd. And on that same night, also on the square, it's Friday Night Live with the Entice Band, July the 3rd. Get that on your calendar. Thank you, Main Street Murfreesboro. Those are WGNS Good Neighbor events.
You know, everyone has a more. First, it's a pony, then to be on the cheer squad. Your more grows up just like you do, but your more can still carry you away or make you cheer. At First Bank, banking local gets you more. More of our time, more access to local bankers, more flexibility, and more product choices. Because getting more empowered and confident helps you pursue your more that never grows old. First Bank. Bank local, get more. Member FDIC.
You've probably never heard of Lancaster, Tennessee. It's where I grew up on our family's farm.
Now tell them the whole story, John.
That's Chelsea, my wife. And what she means is I'm the 8th generation to grow up on our farm in Smith County.
And our boys make generation number 9.
I grew crops on this land, and I grew 2 great businesses.
Now John's growing a movement in his campaign for governor.
Tennessee needs a governor with CEO experience, someone tough like Trump.
Even President Trump tells people John is fantastic, and he really is.
President Trump makes tough decisions. That's what CEOs do, and it's what I'll do as governor. With our cities booming and people moving into our state like crazy, our governor will have to make tough decisions to keep Tennessee conservative.
A CEO who's tough like Trump. Yep, that's what we need, even if I am a little biased.
I'm John Rose. I'm asking for your support.
Pretty good for a farm boy, isn't it? Paid for by John Rose for governor.
Here's Dr. Craig McCabe at McCabe Vision Center.
We have treatments for the skin of your face. So not only do we want you to see young, we want you to look younger too and get rid of a lot of that sun damage.
Dr. Craig McCabe, the eye doctor you hear on the radio.
Maybe you've got dark spots, acne, rosacea, even wrinkles. We can now treat.
McCabe Vision Center on Heritage Park Drive, just off Memorial, behind SunTrust Bank.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
This is the Wake Up Crew with John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
It's time for the dad joke of the day. Oh, nice guy.
This is the part of the segment of our show that I've missed so much for the last 2.5 weeks.
Have you?
It is really good. I mean, it's one of the best we do. Isn't it Today in History? Is that what we're doing right now?
No.
Oh, it's the dad joke of the day. How could I have forgotten that? All right. I heard you got a 3 the other day and you felt kind of robbed.
Well, he hurt my feelings.
I just don't like him.
He just hurt. He hurt my feelings. I thought, his dad had heart problems and
golly. And he gave it a 3.
No sympathy. None.
I don't think I like that either, man. All right, what do you got for us today?
Did you hear that the surgeons had to install a GPS during your operation?
Really?
Yeah, they said there were too many bypasses to navigate.
I I'm giving that 5. That's good. And I'm a triple bypass patient.
Well, that's why I did it. Yeah.
Yeah. But he wasn't ugly toward me.
No.
See, I think Dalton just, I don't know, has issues. By the way, I want to talk about a picture that you sent on Facebook. I want to talk about that in the next segment before we do some stuff, okay?
Oh, okay.
Will you?
I will.
6:41 here on the Wake Up Crew.
I'm Chad Pergram with the Speaker's Lobby. Expect major changes in the House Freedom Caucus next year. The ultra-conservative group is often a thorn in the side of the House Republican leadership, but some of its most prominent members are departing. Former Chairman Andy Biggs of Arizona is running for governor. Texas Republican Chip Roy lost a primary to become Attorney General in Texas. GOP Missouri Congressman Eric Burleson is interested in becoming Freedom Caucus chair. He was a vocal member demanding the full release of the Jeffrey Epstein files. He's also become a leading Republican pushing for more information about UFOs. Texas Republican Brandon Gill is the youngest GOP member in the House. In his first term, he sought to impeach federal Judge James Boasberg, who ruled against some of President Trump's deportations last year. Tennessee Republican Andy Ogles has emerged as someone to keep an eye on as well. Ogles has not ruled out running for chairman or another position in the Freedom Caucus. The biggest question for the Freedom Caucus is whether Republicans will be in the majority in 2027. With the Speaker's Lobby, Chad Pergram, Fox News.
Now, an update from the WGNSradio.com News Center.
The Murfreesboro Town Council has approved a new downtown social district, allowing people 21 and older to purchase alcoholic beverages from participating businesses and carry them within a designated outdoor area. Town Attorney Cecilia Jones told council members the drinks must be served in approved cups with special stickers, not bottles or regular containers. She said the goal is to promote downtown commerce and foot traffic, rather than generate major downtown revenue. The district will stretch along Main Street from 5th Street to Liberty Street, with portions of Wynn Street and Merchants Lane included, though the area in front of Murfreesboro Baptist Church is excluded. Council members approved operating hours from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Monday through Sunday. Violations could bring a misdemeanor charge and a fine of up to $500. The ordinance takes effect on July 15th. Meanwhile, in Murfreesboro, Tennessee city leaders have voted to continue funding the police department's real-time crime center for another 2 years. The system includes gunshot detection devices, public safety cameras, and license plate readers. Police say the technology helped clear 140 criminal cases and led to 129 arrests from January through March. However, residents Jay Hill and others have raised privacy concerns, including a petition opposing license plate readers. Murfreesboro police say only limited personnel can access the data. Unused information is deleted within 30 days, and searches require justification. That's all for now. I'm Dalton Barrett for WGNS, and I'll talk to you later.
The Good Neighbor Network, on air and online at WGNSradio.com. Rutherford County's most trusted source for local news.
The Rutherford County Farmers Market Difference. You want to know what our chickens eat or how our lettuce is grown? Or maybe about our corn? Just ask. Your farmer's right there at the booth. That's the Rutherford County Farmers Market Difference.
See you at the Rutherford County Farmers Market, 315 John R. Rice Boulevard.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Ascension St. Thomas Heart is the leader in Middle Tennessee for heart care, providing the most advanced options, including heart surgery and transplants. Our nationally recognized cardiac team cares for more adult hearts than anyone in the state, from AFib to heart failure, using minimally invasive options when possible to help shorten recovery, making Ascension St. Thomas Heart your first choice for routine heart care and cardiac emergencies. Schedule a heart screening or find a cardiologist at ascension.org/St. Thomas Heart.
Need a new set of tires? Head to Tire World, where you can buy now, pay later. Ask your Tire World experts in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and Laverne about their financing options.
Tire World, we keep your family rolling.
Get the Bridgestone affiliated retailer credit card.
You've probably never heard of Lancaster, Tennessee. It's where I grew up on our family's farm.
Now tell them the whole story, John.
That's Chelsea, my wife. And what she means is I'm the 8th generation to grow up on our farm in Smith County.
And our boys make generation number 9.
I grew crops on this land, and I grew 2 great businesses.
Now John's growing a movement in his campaign for governor.
Tennessee needs a governor with CEO experience, someone tough like Trump.
Even President Trump tells people John is fantastic, and he really is.
President Trump makes tough decisions. That's what CEOs do, and it's what I'll do as governor. With our cities booming and people moving into our state like crazy, our governor will have to make tough decisions to keep Tennessee conservative.
A CEO who's tough like Trump. Yep, that's what we need, even if I am a little biased.
I'm John Rose. I'm asking for your support.
Pretty good for a farm boy, isn't it? Paid for by John Rose for governor.
Access Tennessee News, I'm Caitlin Jones. 3 Nashville doctors are suing the state of Tennessee in an attempt to block a policy that would require Children's Special Services to report undocumented children under its care. CSS is a federally funded program that provides care for children with severe disabilities and medical conditions who have no other resources for treatment. According to the Tennessee Justice Center, about 400 immigrant children across Tennessee receive services through CSS. The Tennessee Department of Health action is set to take effect July 1st. Nashville area residents went without power for about 2 to 5 days longer than necessary after January's ice storm. That's according to a new independent review of Nashville Electric Service's response to the storm. PA Consulting released the 133-page report showing NES fell short in several areas, including a delay in calling for outside help. The review also found NES was far behind on tree trimming and did not have a plan to communicate with customers about restoration times. The ice storm left more than 230,000 customers without power for as long as 2 weeks.
Aging well means staying healthy, active, and independent. To age well, we need to take care of our bones. 10 million Americans have osteoporosis, a hereditary disease that makes bones weak and more likely to break. Thankfully, we can all take simple steps to improve our bone health at any age. Eat a healthy diet that is rich in calcium and vitamin D. Get regular weight-bearing exercise, which means on our feet. Get bone health tips at pathtogoodbonehealth.org.
New TCAP results are in and show improvements among Tennessee students in English, language arts, math, and social studies. According to the state, third-grade students reached their highest proficiency level in English language arts in nearly 10 years. Overall, ELA proficiency is now 42%, up from 35% pre-pandemic in 2019. Caitlin Jones, Access Tennessee News.
The Wake Up Crew on WGNS.
Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
Is that the Backstreet Boys doing our promos now? I like that.
It sounded almost Bublé-ish.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe it was Boys to Men. I really wasn't sure. Anyway, I got to talk before we do birthdays today. I got to talk about a Facebook post that you sent with a picture of you and Dalton in it. You know which one I'm referring to?
Yeah, the Father's Day post.
Okay, it was on Father's Day, right?
Yes.
I am digging Dalton's haircut, Brian. I am digging it.
Are you?
Yes. Yes. You think I should tell him where he'll keep it that way? Instead of that wavy, locky thing he does?
Yeah, he cut it for camp this week.
Yeah, it really looked good. I mean, it looked good in that picture.
Yeah.
Maybe the best picture he's ever taken. And I'm including wedding and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Nothing about me, how I looked or anything?
Well, you look the same. I mean,
okay.
Just thinner. You just keep getting thinner and thinner and thinner.
What about the goose with the tie?
I didn't really understand that concept. What was that? What is that about? Father Goose?
That's a goose that they have decorating their outside, but the goose seasonally has different things on. Like at Halloween, it'll be a Halloween goose.
Oh, I didn't see the tie. No, I was just looking at his haircut.
And at Father's Day, it had a tie on for Father's Day.
Right.
That's Megan.
All right, man. But tell him, be sure to tell him, because I won't see him till Monday. No,
it'll be 2 weeks. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So anyway, it just looks so different. Just looks so different. Anyway, let's do some birthdays. How about it?
Check the calendar, turn up the sound.
It's time to celebrate another year around. It's birthday time on the Wake Up Crew.
For anybody in the audience who's got a birthday today, happy birthday to you.
You know, a lot of changes have taken place since I've been gone. You should never be left alone.
I know.
It's a bit scary. All right, we've got some birthdays to celebrate today, and as soon as I find them in my little sheet here that was handed to me, oh, they're over here. That's why. What is today? The 25th?
Yes.
Oh, you gave me a bunch.
I
Here we
think
go.
you probably got the whole week.
Yeah, you did. Sent them to me. George Orwell, 1903, was born on this date, a British author. 1925, June Lockhart, American actress, played in Lost in Space, Lassie, and Petticoat Junction.
Major, that $30 billion is just as much my money as it is yours, and I don't like to waste it either. But I'd gladly waste 100 times that much to safeguard my family. Now I say we turn back.
And in 1942, Willis Reed, American NBA Hall of Fame MVP center, coach, and also coached the Knicks for a while. 1947, Jimmy Walker, American comedian, JJ in Good Times, born in the Bronx, New York. In 1963, George Michael, English singer, songwriter, and pop superstar of Wham. And in 1979, Busy Phillips, American actress, appeared in Freaks and Geeks. She's gone on to have, I think, some talk shows and some things like that. So congratulations to her. And that's her birthday. Now, to look at the local birthdays today, how about you? Can you read them for me there, Brian?
Yeah, sure. We've got Gail Allman celebrating today, along with Madison Harris, Emily Madison, Trey Gooch, and Bershibi Roberts, all celebrating birthdays today. Those are the names we have so far on the list for this 25th of June. You can add to the list simply by texting 615-893-1450, or you can email us, wgnsradio.com/birthdays to get them in, and we'll add them to our list and announce everything around 8 o'clock. Give away some banana pudding from Slick Pig as well.
It's time for Today in History.
In 1867, the first barbed wire patented by Lucian B. Smith of Ohio. You ever see those old Western series where they have a fight over barbed wire? It was going to hurt, all the animals and stuff.
Yeah, I was adult age before I found out it wasn't called bob wire. Bob wire. B-O-B,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, really? In 1876, Battle of the Little Bighorn, U.S. 7th Cavalry under Major General George Armstrong Custer, wiped out by Sioux and Cheyenne warriors. It was called Custer's Last Stand. In 1938, a Tasket by Ella Fitzgerald with Chick Webb hits number 1.
A tisket, a tasket, a brown and yellow basket. I send a letter to my mommy. On the way I dropped it.
In 1951, the first color TV broadcast of CBS's Arthur Godfrey from New York City to 4 cities. We'll skip the music on that, Brian. 1975, Barry White's Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Babe is released.
Girl, I don't know why. Can't get enough of your love, babe.
1984, Prince releases his Purple Rain album. And in 1996, Jay-Z releases his debut studio album, Beyond a Reasonable Doubt. That's a look at today.
Large money. What's the point?
Checking your Rutherford County weather. Plenty of sunshine today with highs topping out near 89 degrees. Winds south-southwesterly around 5 miles per hour. Tonight, clear to partly cloudy skies, light winds, lows drop to 70. And then Friday, lots more sunshine, chance for afternoon showers and storms, and highs approach 91. I'm meteorologist Phil Jensko in the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now it's 65.
Forget those fluorescent lights. This ain't your average grocery run. Meet your farmer, talk a little livestock, and take home the juiciest veggies in your life. The Rutherford County Farmers Market.
Open Friday 8 to noon, Tuesday 7 to noon or 2 to 7.
Real food, real people, and real local.
Well, good morning. They moved that wreck over to the side on 65 southbound at Trinity Lane. It continues to build out here on 40, especially coming westbound through the Mount Juliet area. All that traffic building in from Wilson County through Hermitage right now, westbound I-40 on into Donaldson. 24 is loading up pretty good westbound up through Smyrna and Laverne coming in from Murfreesboro. STR Towing and Recovery says call them 24/7 no matter what county you're in here in Middle Tennessee. These guys have got your back. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
WGNS is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. Sharing Change has donated now over $12 million to local nonprofits. Find out how your spare change can make a big impact at sharingchange.org.
Hi, I am Tina. You never know what you may find at the Habitat Restore.
Hi, I'm Wendy. Hey, this is Rocky. You never know what you'll find at the Habitat Restore.
Shopping at the Restore. Do you want lights?
You can't believe the lights we have at the Restore.
Oh, yes, sir. We have lighting. Chandeliers, pendants, flush mounts, table lamps. Just come down and take a look. Shopping at the Restore. Shop? Yeah.
We're hiring at the Habitat Restore. Stop by 850 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard for more information.
Hey, this is Trevor from Bell Jewelers, inviting you to come shop with us. Bell Jewelers has the best natural and lab-grown diamond prices in town. Come in so we can show you our wide selection. We have an on-site engraver to make the gift one of a kind. Trust, it's very important in this business. Bell Jewelers has been the store that people trust since 1879. Come see us at Bell Jewelers. Bell Jewelers, 821 Northwest Broad Street, across from Toots.
Fox on Games, your insider's cheat code to gaming.
Claude Guillemot, one of the four French brothers who founded Ubisoft in their home country, has died at the age of 69 after a plane crash in France. The studio built the Assassin's Creed franchise, many games associated with Tom Clancy's military-based books, and the Far Cry series. While he left the company to make gaming and audio accessories under his own name, his brother Yves still runs the studio. An instructor on the plane also died. And Valve's console has announced its price point, and the Steam machine isn't following the traditional loss leader model of the other console makers. Usually, Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft sell a console at a loss and make a profit on games and licensing fees. The base model is just over $1,000 without a controller, but you'll be able to plug in a mouse and keyboard and any other controller that you can use with a PC. You can choose $200 to upgrade the memory from 512 gigabytes to 2 terabytes and add a specialized Steam controller for another $2. Eamon Dignam, Fox News.
The Wake Up Crew with John, Brian, and Dalton on WGNS.
Fueled by 7 Brew drive-through coffee.
Harold George is today's, Harold George Jr., I should say, is today's SRM Concrete Good Neighbor of the Day for offering a warm smile and a kind word to absolutely everyone they meet. Harold George Jr. is getting a free drink of choice from 7 Brew drive-through coffee in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, or Laverne. Today's Good Neighbor moment comes from you by SRM Concrete, locally grown and nationally known. They believe in shining a light on the people whose everyday kindness builds a better future for us all. We've got some news coming up. Wind it up for us here, Brian.
All right. Don't forget to send in those good neighbors. Text neighbor to 615-893-1450 or head to WGNSradio.com/good neighbor to get them in. And same for birthdays and anniversaries. You got about a half an hour to get those into us for the Slick Pig Barbecue Birthday Club. We'll announce everybody's name at 8 o'clock and give away banana pudding.
I was seriously injured in a car accident, and I would highly recommend the law offices of John Day because they're amazing and they will come through.
The law offices of John Day. Call for your free consultation.
The Good Neighbor Network, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, voted Tennessee's top station for excellence in broadcasting. Courthouse clock time, 7 o'clock. Now, Fox News.
A disaster in Venezuela.
I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. Two powerful earthquakes a minute apart flattened homes and buildings, killing at least 164 people. Almost 1,000 are injured. More are buried in the rubble, and the U.S. is helping.
We're already deploying search and rescue teams from Fairfax County, Virginia, and Los Angeles.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio a short time ago.
There'll be some others we'll add. That's their most immediate need right now is search and rescue efforts. They have a much of collapsed buildings, and so they'll need a lot of help in terms of digging through that.
And the U.S. will send other assistance.
The twin quakes had magnitudes of 7.2 and 7.5, the strongest to hit Venezuela in more than a century. Damage has been reported in several states. In the capital, Caracas, which was badly hit, power is out for many, and the city's metro system and airport have been closed.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. Back to Secretary Rubio. He spoke in Bahrain after meeting with leaders of Gulf countries talking about Iran.
One thing that came across very clear is there is zero support among the Gulf countries for any sort of toll or fees or anything that charges for the use of international waters.
This has more oil and other shipping moves through the Strait of Hormuz after the U.S. and Iran signed the deal and continue nuclear talks. And Rubio's hopeful Israel and Lebanon can work out peace versus Hezbollah.
You're not going to have peace and stability in this region as long as there are non-state actors operating within the boundaries and borders of sovereign countries and being funded by Iran.
Well, Hezbollah and Iran are demanding Israel withdraw from Lebanon. A reversal at the Senate, rejecting a war powers resolution to limit U.S. actions in Iran the day after approving it. Though President Trump calls the resolution meaningless, two Republicans had switched their votes, including Bill Cassidy, after he and the president shouted at each other during a lunch meeting.
And if someone tries to bully me to say, wait a second, because I am whatever I am, I'm going to bully you, I ain't going to put up with that.
The president is also demanding senators approve a voter ID bill that also restricts mail-in balloting as a federal judge blocks a Trump executive order on new voting rules. America's listening to Fox News.
Onyx, I keep having stomach issues. Please make me a doctor's appointment.
Okay. Are you suffering from diarrhea, bloating, gas, or oily stools? If so, you may want to ask your doctor if it could actually be a problem with your pancreas, called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI.
My pancreas? How is EPI treated?
A prescription medicine like Creon, pancrelipase, is used to treat people who can't digest food normally because their pancreas doesn't make enough enzymes. Creon is the #1 prescribed treatment for EPI.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you are allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor, and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon. You can learn more at 1-800-633-9110.
Before your appointment, visit creoninfo.com. That's CREON info.com.
Well, ahead of the America 250 celebration, President Trump held a rally last night on the National Mall in Washington to kick off the Great American State Fair, saying we're in a golden age.
We have reclaimed our sovereignty, regained our liberty, restored our prosperity, and we have saved our country.
There's a new Fox News poll on what Americans think of our country now.
Right now, 53% of registered voters say they're proud of the country. A year ago, that number was 58%. When asked to describe what it means to be an American in a word or phrase, 36% chose freedom and liberty, while 15% chose patriotism and national pride. A majority, 54%, say they believe the nation's best days are ahead, an improvement from just 43% who believed that 3 years ago. But signs of pessimism still exist, with 60% saying democracy today is not working very well, if at all. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
Almost a year after a flooding disaster, a summer camp in Texas has filed for bankruptcy.
Documents filed in bankruptcy court in Houston reveal Camp Mystic is $10 million in debt with assets up to only $500,000. Last fall, families of the 25 campers and 2 counselors killed in the July 4th flooding sued for roughly $1 million in damages. They say the camp was unprepared for an emergency. The flooding along the Guadalupe River that day killed more than 130 people, including the owner of Camp Mystic, Richard Eastland. The camp was going to reopen this summer, but canceled plans to do so a couple months ago, saying in a statement that no summer season should move forward with families continuing to grieve and while investigations continue. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
Later this hour, we'll get an inflation update, what are called personal consumption expenditures. Ahead of that, on Wall Street, stock futures are rising, surging for the NASDAQ 600 points the day after the NASDAQ dropped 110. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Now, an update from the WGNSradio.com News Center.
Tennessee dispensaries are preparing for a major change on July 1st, when a new state law takes full effect, banning THC products with a concentration of 0.3% or higher. Public Chapter 526 reclassifies THCA as a precursor to THC because burning it creates THC and can produce a marijuana-like psychoactive effect. For customers all across Rutherford County who use THCA products for pain, anxiety, or sleep, the law could mean traveling out of state, risking a Class A misdemeanor, or going without products that they say help them. Some dispensary owners say the ban could remove a large share of their business. Clara Jane manager Allie Drumright said the products being removed accounts for about 60% of sales, though she plans to stay in Tennessee. Meanwhile, State Representative Afton Benn has filed 14 civil rights complaints against the Tennessee Department of Children's Services with the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Her office says the complaints include allegations involving Rutherford County and several other counties. The filing requests a federal investigation, a pause on active termination of parental rights cases, review of allegedly falsified case records, and stronger protections for families reporting misconduct. Benn's office says the complaints involve claims of disability discrimination, retaliation, removals without proper court action, and failures involving children in state-certified placements. That's all for now. I'm Dalton Barrett for WGNS, and I'll talk to you later.
The Good Neighbor Network, on air and online at WGNSradio.com. Rutherford County's most trusted source for local news.
Hi, this is Nick Hayes with Toots Restaurants. For over 40 years, we've been serving Rutherford County. And one thing that hasn't changed is our quality, our great prices, and our daily specials.
Hi, this is Wade Hayes of Toots Restaurants, and we've been in business for over 40 years in Murfreesboro, 23 years in Smyrna, and we've been a proud sponsor with WGNS every one of those years.
Hi, this is Jack Hayes with Toots Restaurants. Toots, good food and fun since 1985.
Effective parenting is all about vision, a vision for who your children are, but also for who they can become. One example is Albert Einstein. His teachers considered him a slow learner, but his mother saw something deeper and believed that with good instruction and proper tools, he could overcome his struggles. It was her belief that gave Albert the confidence to trust his curiosity and explore his ideas. Another parent with vision was Richard Williams, the father of tennis stars Venus and Serena Williams. When his girls were young, they dreamed of playing tennis, but they lived in a poor neighborhood with little access to proper equipment or instruction. But Richard believed in his girls so much that he taught them himself. Even God looks beyond our limitations. The Bible is filled with stories about unlikely people who achieved remarkable things because God saw their potential. David was a shepherd boy, overlooked by his family, but God saw a king. The Apostle Peter was impulsive and a hothead who denied Jesus 3 times, yet Jesus called him a rock who would help change the world. Effective parenting requires vision. Your children are likely struggling to find themselves. See beyond their limitations and recognize their potential. Don't limit your child to who they are today. Imagine who they can become tomorrow. To help your child thrive, go to FocusOnTheFamily.com. I'm Jim Daly.
The following is a real-life story from Trinity Debt Management.
When I was feeling the stress of too much credit card debt, I looked at 2 different options: debt settlement and debt management. They may sound the same, but guess what? They're not. Debt settlement seemed like a quick fix, but I found out it would destroy my credit, create tax headaches, and hit me with huge fees. They actually told me to stop paying my bills. No way, not me. Then I turned to a debt management plan developed by the team at Trinity. They worked with my creditors, lowered my payments, reduced my interest, saved me thousands, and paid off my debt. And Trinity is a Christian company, which is important to me.
If credit card debt has you down, call Trinity at 1-800-936-5348.
My name is Heather. Please forget debt settlement and remember Trinity Debt Management.
1-800-936-5348.
Checking your Rutherford County weather.
Plenty of sunshine today with highs topping out near 89 degrees. Winds south-southwesterly around 5 miles per hour. Tonight, clear to partly cloudy skies, light winds, lows drop to 70. And then Friday, lots more sunshine, chance for afternoon showers and storms, and highs approaching 91. I'm meteorologist Phil Jensko in the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now it's 64.
Dozens of vendors. One local tradition. Lump juicy tomatoes. The Farmers Market. Every Tuesday and Friday. Pick fresh this morning at Lane Agro Park in Murfreesboro.
Farm fresh eggs.
The Rutherford County Farmers Market, open Friday 8 to noon, Tuesday 7 to noon or 2 to 7.
Good morning. You see slow traffic developing now. 24 westbound at Walden Road. All that traffic trying to get in from Murfreesboro and Rutherford County up through Antioch on 24 continuing westbound. They're around Bell Road. Got a little bit busy also. 65 South's already dragging here at Trinity Lane. It continues to pick up westbound. I-40 coming in right now through the Mount Julian area in from Wilson County. Don't let a slipping transmission make things worse on your car or truck having transmission problems. Come to AMCO on Nolensville Pike. I'm Commander Chuck. You're on time traffic.
I'm a single mom, and as you can imagine, it's a fight sometimes just to get out the door. But when I need new tires or something's wrong with my car, I need to head to someone I can trust. I go to Tire World.
Tire World, we keep your family rolling.
Tire World, locally owned and operated.
The Wake Up Crew.
Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
WGNS.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
This is the Wake Up Crew on News Radio WGNS with John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
Rolling on into the second hour of the Wake Up Crew here this morning. And we're awfully glad you're along with us here. It's Thursday, and it is June 25th. And happy Thursday to you, episode 1934. It's Brian and John this morning. Listen at that applause. It just won't end.
But you couldn't think of my name.
No, that was a dramatic pause.
Oh. I see.
It was for the effect of it all.
I thought, am I incorrect, but did I see a little tear come in your eye this morning?
A little bit.
Clock hour when you heard my voice again.
It was pretty emotional.
Yeah. Well, we've done some things, even though you were able to drive me around.
We've done that, twice, and you want me to come over tonight, I think.
I don't know whether you want to talk about the restaurants we went to.
We can. I probably shouldn't have been there, or you either.
We need to save it. Now, remember, we didn't eat but just a little bit of it.
True.
But one was a little place that we've been wanting to go to for a long time. And then you took me to Cracker Barrel. And some big things at Cracker Barrel. Too,
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And
then we sat and talked about some decision making at WGNS, big important things that are going to happen.
Right. Well, you said this earlier, and so I pulled it up. So I think we'll talk about it a little bit this morning and kind of rehash a little bit of what happened. But you said we should do, symptoms of heart attack or whatnot. I've told earlier this week with Dalton a little bit of what happened with me. I can go over it again here in a second, but I don't know exactly. You told me about it, but I don't know that you went into any detail about what you felt when and how you knew. I know you had this same thing 10 years ago.
Same symptoms and everything.
Exactly the same.
Yes, a little hit in the small of your back there. That pain wasn't near as bad as the first one I had like 10 years ago. But then you get cold sweats and all those memories came back and go, I think it is. I said I wasn't going to take a chance. And the funny thing about it is I'd already lost quite a bit of weight. And then they dropped another 15 on me after that. But everybody's different, though. A lot of people have it totally in the chest.
Yeah.
Mine was more in the back. And some people have shortness of breath. I didn't have that. I don't know if you did, but
No.
I didn't have any of that. So all the symptoms are different for everybody. So maybe you can enlighten us on, what to look for.
Well, I think so. To recap, what I had pain and discomfort in the chest, right in the center, not over on the right side by your heart, but it was right in the center of my chest that went through my back. So it felt like my whole body there went up into my neck and into my jaw. I could feel the pain there, and it lasted for about 5 minutes, and that was it. So there goes to say,
the jaw's new to me. That's weird.
The jaw is one that it happens in women a lot. Yeah, because it's right back in. It's just comes up the back of your neck and into your jawline, and I immediately knew. I thought, and then it went away, and then I thought, well, maybe not. But I decided to go on in anyway because it was 4:45 in the morning, and I got to the ER. I was in a room by 5:15. And
That's pretty good.
Yeah, they did a test. They did a blood test. Apparently, when you have, I didn't have
You weren't in any pain during this part, right?
No, I didn't have any pain after that pain that woke me up. I had one, maybe partially irregular EKG when I first got there, but everything else was fine after that. And they did a blood test, and because I read up on all of this as they were telling me, when your heart is in distress, whether it's a heart attack or angina, which an attack is heart damage, angina is the same, but without the heart damage. Your heart gives off tropamine, and they can test for that. Well, I had gotten there so early, it takes a minute to get into your bloodstream. So there was no tropamine, but that gave them a baseline. So when I had my next blood test 4 hours later, I indeed had tropamine. So they knew that there was something going on and further did testing and found out. But
you didn't get to ride in an ambulance like I did, though.
No, I drove myself.
That was a fun situation.
I can
and everybody in
imagine.
the neighborhood knows the ambulance is there. The fire truck comes too now,
Yeah.
So I had a lot of care. I had a lot of people, watching over me, and my neighbor Caitlin came by and wanted to know what was up. Here's my situation. I had a daughter in Alabama with my granddaughter playing volleyball, and then I had another daughter at Girl State. And Brett had to go to get her, but he hadn't left yet. And I said, "Hey, I'm just telling you, I'm fixing to call 911. I think I'm having a heart attack." And but I had trouble getting, for some reason, the 911 lady couldn't hear me. The dispatcher couldn't hear me. So Brett called, and they finally got me in. They were there in golly, felt like 2 minutes or less. Now they didn't, after they knew I was stable, and they came in there, I'm sitting up in a chair, with no pain at all. And then we drove a pretty good, speed, but they were monitoring me the whole time. So I don't really feel like I was any real danger,
Yeah.
if this was going to be it, I'm coming to see you, mama, that kind of thing. But all was good.
Yeah.
On the way. We've got to move forward now, Brian.
That's true. That's true. And if you have symptoms, check them out. Here's sports news.
This is News Radio WGNS, Prime Time Sports.
Sponsored by the law offices of John Day.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Monsi Bolaños.
At the World Cup, South Africa has done it.
All the way to Maseko. Got the shot away, and it's Maseko! And South Africa have their lead, and Maseko has his goal! And could that be the goal that sends them to the knockout rounds? Unbelievable scenes here in Monterrey.
You heard it all on FS1. South Africa is headed to the round of 32 for the first time in the nation's history. After defeating South Korea 1-0, they will face Canada on Sunday in LA. Mexico shut out Czechia 3-0. Brazil defeated Scotland 3-0 to win Group C. And Morocco beat Haiti 4-2, also in Group C, and they're headed to the knockout stage. In the NBA, ESPN reports that the Hornets are engaged in LaMelo Ball trade talks as multiple teams strongly pursue the star guard. guard. The Pistons traded Isaiah Stewart to the Grizzlies for 3 future second-round picks. And in baseball, the Dodgers topped the Twins 4-3.
You've probably never heard of Lancaster, Tennessee. It's where I grew up on our family's farm.
Now tell them the whole story, John.
That's Chelsea, my wife. And what she means is I'm the 8th generation to grow up on our farm in Smith County.
And our boys make generation number 9.
I grew crops on this land, and I grew 2 great businesses.
Now John's growing a movement in his campaign for governor.
Tennessee needs a governor with CEO experience, someone tough like Trump.
Even President Trump tells people John is fantastic, and he really is.
President Trump makes tough decisions. That's what CEOs do, and it's what I'll do as governor. With our cities booming and people moving into our state like crazy, our governor will have to make tough decisions to keep Tennessee conservative.
A CEO who's tough like Trump. Yep, that's what we need, even if I am a little biased.
I'm John Rose. I'm asking for your support.
Pretty good for a farm boy, isn't it? Paid for by John Rose for governor.
This is a paid legal ad.
At the law offices of John Day, we take only real cases that make a real difference.
Dear John, I want you to know that I appreciate everything you have done so much. I know you went over and beyond, and that's why I just think the world of you. Thank you. Robert K.
My pleasure, Robert. If you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too. Call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
When the unexpected happens, fire, water, or storm damage, Farrah Construction can help. Farrah Construction is also there to help when a car slams through the wall, and that seems to happen more often these days. I'm Ron Hall. Let our family at Farrah Construction help you. Call Farrah Construction and we'll board up, put down tarps, secure your home or business until the insurance coverage is approved. I'm Ron Hall. Shop local. Let our family business help you. Farrah Construction Company.
The Wake Up Crew with John. Brian and Dalton on WGNS.
Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
Back on the Wake Up Crew, our time 7:22, and on this Thursday, we're headed over to the Villages of Murfreesboro. I always get hungry when I talk to Barbara Duran, the dietary manager there. We've got a lot of fun things to talk about. Barbara, good morning to you.
Good morning, Brian. How are you?
Doing good. Glad to be with you today. You've got a lot of things that have happened and some things coming up, so let's jump right into it. And you all hosted the International Folk Fest dancers from Croatia recently.
Yes, I totally enjoyed that. The really neat thing about it is that is a language that I had learned in my 20s, which is the Slavic language, and I was able to speak to them and ask them how they were and if they were hungry, and they were really amazed to hear me speak their language. We made them a lasagna lunch with Italian veggies, a side salad, breadsticks, and special treat was a strawberry rhubarb pie for International Strawberry Rhubarb Pie Day.
Wow. I'm shocked. You have all kinds of secrets, Barbara. You speak Slavic languages?
Yes.
How about that? Well, that's cool. I'm sure that made them feel like home and the cooking and food too. I'm sure they were just blown away by it, huh?
Oh yeah, they were really, really awesome, and they just laughed and smiled and was happy and spoke right back to me. But they were like asking, "Are you from Bosnia or Croatia?"
That's wild.
I'm like, no.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, some other things that have happened in the last few weeks. National Root Beer Float Day. So how did you celebrate that? I'm sure with root beer floats, huh?
Yes, we did that for their dessert on that day, and they really, truly enjoy it. That it brings them back to their childhood of having that good old root beer float on a summer day.
Yeah, boy, that's good stuff. And Father's Day was recently. I'm sure you celebrated all the fathers there.
Oh yes, it started off on a celebration on the Friday night before Father's Day. We did them a wing station with hot wings, regular wings. We had cheese sticks, veggie tray, cookies, and they really enjoyed it. And then following that Sunday on Father's Day, we had them a nice pot roast meal, and they loved that too.
See, I tell you, your mouth's going to water when you hear all of this. Barbara Duran, the dietary manager at the Villages of Murfreesboro, joining us today. You've also, tell me about this Pink Palooza party that you had.
Oh, it was awesome. We had that on Tuesday, and we did pink salmon, which was teriyaki glazed. That was one of the pink themed things. We had a baked potato, corn on the cob, and turnip greens. But then we had gourmet strawberry cake and snickerdoodles that were strawberry, believe it or not.
Wow.
Cupcakes and strawberry shortbread cookies, along with some strawberry mochi.
Man. So had all the pink theme going on there, it sounds like.
Yeah.
And, you do a really great job of theming things and all. And I know this time of the year also, with fresh fruits and vegetables coming in from the farmers market, you like to bring those into the Villages as well for everybody. So I'm sure you've had some good fruits and especially vegetables like tomatoes and such lately.
Oh, yes. I've had homegrown tomatoes featured on my menu for the last few weeks, and the residents are loving it. Absolutely loving it.
Yes, that's one of my cravings right now. So I'm heading over to the farmers market, which you go over and do some shopping there, and that's really cool that you can do that and support local farmers too.
Absolutely, and I love it. It's just I know how hard the work is. My grandparents had a farm in Rockville, and growing up, I got to help them work on that. And so I have appreciation for farmers.
That means you're going to be shucking and shelling soon, huh?
Oh, yes. I love that. We do events. Melissa puts together a shucking and a shelling day for them. And then I put the veggies that they shucked and shelled on the menu.
Put everybody to work. Why not, huh?
Oh, yes. They love it, though.
I know. It's another one of those things that brings back some good memories. Before our time gets away, tell me what's happening on the 4th of July coming up here.
Oh, we're having a 4th of July buffet, and it's going to have hamburgers, hot dogs, baked beans, potato salad, coleslaw, all your fixings that go with all that, and then banana pudding, probably strawberry shortcake, all the good stuff.
Man, that sounds like a summer in the South menu if I've ever heard it.
Well, we are in the South, right?
That's right. That's right. Good stuff. So everybody enjoying that spring summer menu over at the Villages of Murfreesboro with all those fresh vegetables that are coming in. And that's just one of the great amenities at the Villages of Murfreesboro. If you want to find out more about independent living at the Villages of Murfreesboro, you can head to their website, thevillagesmurfreesboro.com, or better yet, see what they're up to with pictures and all, facebook.com/thevillagesmurfreesboro. We've been talking with dietary manager Barbara Duran this morning at the Villages of Murfreesboro.
Think the customers know I raise these eggs myself? They do now. That hen's been louder than your radio.
See you at the Rutherford County Farmers Market, 315 John R. Rice Boulevard. Friday, 8 to noon. Tuesday, 7 to noon or 2 to 7.
Meet the hens behind the eggs.
Life changes, then it changes again. Hi, I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Lee Colvin. A job loss, change in health, or loss of a loved one can have a big impact on your family's financial security. Let's work together to help make sure that you're equipped for life's unexpected events. Stop by our office in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard, or give us a call at 615-907-7056 for an appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
We're talking with Lynn Drury at the Villages of Murfreesboro.
When it got to the place that the little boys had to come and help me get up, and I'm grateful for the years, and it's good. And sometimes we sit and talk for a long time after a meal. My husband and I have tried to sit with different people. I am glad to say you would be welcome at the Villages of Murfreesboro.
This is Shanda with the Villages of Murfreesboro. We're near the avenue on Willow Oak Trail.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
From driveways to highways, SRM Concrete has the right mix, on time, every time. Locally grown, nationally known, family owned and operated, SRM is the name you trust. SRM Concrete, you call, we haul.
The Wake Up Crew with John, Brian, and Dalton on WGNS. John, Brian, and Dalton.
Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
Indeed, we are here at 7:30 on a Thursday morning, and we need to talk about some birthdays, I believe.
Yes, we do. Gail Allman has one today, along with Madison Harris, Emily Madison, Trey Gooch, and Bashibi Roberts. All happy birthday from WGNS.
If you want to add to our birthday list, we've made it very, very simple for you this morning. All you have to do is text in. Probably right now you need to text it on in. 615-893-1450. It's time to get in those birthdays for the Slick Pig Barbecue Birthday Club, which we'll announce here in about a half an hour on WGNS.
The law offices of John Day.
My name is Pat, and we are very real clients of the law offices of John Day.
Trust the law offices of John Day.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. Plenty of sunshine today with highs topping out near 89 degrees. Winds south-southwesterly around 5 miles per hour. Tonight, clear to partly cloudy skies, light winds, lows drop to 70. And then Friday, lots more sunshine, chance for afternoon showers and storms, and highs approaching 91. I'm meteorologist Phil Jensko in the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now it's 64.
Good morning. It's building pretty good right now coming through the Mount Juliet area in from Wilson County in general here on 40 westbound, pushing into Hermitage. It's loading up pretty good now, more so than it was. 24 westbound at Walden Road. It's slow now already on 65 south at Trinity Lane. Lots of radar scattered up and down I-65 in certain parts of Williamson County this morning. Princess Hot Chicken has a new grilled chicken sandwich. It's delicious. Give it a try today for lunch or dinner. PrincessHotChicken.com. I'm Commander Chuck. You're on time traffic.
Now an update from the WGNSradio.com News Center.
A new Tennessee state law is taking effect on July 1st, which is aimed at giving educators more confidence when teaching about Christianity's influence on the founding of the United States. The Charlie Kirk American Heritage Act, sponsored by State Representative Mark Cochran of Englewood, allows public school teachers and faculty at public colleges and universities to discuss topics such as the Mayflower Compact, references to divine authority in the Declaration of Independence, religious leaders' influence on the nation's founding, and the history of the national motto, "In God We Trust." Cochran says the law does not create a new curriculum or require teachers to cover those topics, but is intended to reassure educators that such instruction is allowed. J.C. Bowman with Professional Educators of Tennessee says students may not notice major classroom changes, but he raised concerns about whether teachers will have enough materials and guidance. Meanwhile, another major state issue is drawing renewed attention in Tennessee. Attorneys for Anthony Darrell Hines, who is scheduled to be executed on August the 5th, are asking Governor Bill Lee to grant a reprieve. Hines was sentenced to death for the 1985 rape, robbery, and murder of Catherine Jean Jenkins in Kingston Springs. His attorneys argue the state should pause the execution after the halted May execution attempt of Tony Cathers, when officials could not establish a secondary IV line. They say courts need time to review Tennessee's execution protocol and whether it can be carried out constitutionally and humanely. That's all for now. I'm Dalton Barrett, and I'll talk to you later.
The Good Neighbor Network, on air and online at WGNSradio.com. Rutherford County's most trusted source for local news.
True Blue Raider fans don't settle for just any gear. They shop at Raider Tees, specializing in Middle Tennessee apparel and accessories. No distractions, just pure Blue Raider pride. From t-shirts and hoodies to decals, stadium chairs, and exclusive designs you won't find anywhere else. We've got it all. Stop by 111 East MTCS Road right across from MTCS and gear up today. Raider Tees, bigger, better, and go blue.
You've probably never heard of Lancaster, Tennessee. It's where I grew up on our family's farm.
Now tell them the whole story, John.
That's Chelsea, my wife. And what she means is I'm the 8th generation to grow up on our farm in Smith County.
And our boys make generation number 9.
I grew crops on this land, and I grew 2 great businesses.
Now John's growing a movement in his campaign for governor.
Tennessee needs a governor with CEO experience, someone tough like Trump.
Even President Trump tells people John is fantastic, and he really is.
President Trump makes tough decisions. That's what CEOs do, and it's what I'll do as governor. With our cities booming and people moving into our state like crazy, our governor will have to make tough decisions to keep Tennessee conservative.
A CEO who's tough like Trump. Yep, that's what we need, even if I am a little biased.
I'm John Rose. I'm asking for your support.
Pretty good for a farm boy, isn't it? Paid for by John Rose for governor.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and Dalton Barrett.
Back here on the Wake Up Crew from WGNS, AM/FM, online, WGNSradio.com.
Do you remember these?
And time for a Throwback Thursday here this morning. And on this Throwback Thursday, we are going to look at 1973, but in particular, what happened in 1973 here in Rutherford County.
This is new. This is we're traveling a new frontier now.
Yeah, a little bit of a new frontier here.
You were not born, of course.
No, that was 2 years before my existence. But on April the 5th in 1973, Bob Hope wows the Murphy Center crowd.
Yeah. That must have been kind of before Murphy Center really got super. I guess it might have been the grand opening. I don't know. I don't know if he was the first. Was he the first one there?
He was the first major big name entertainment performance at the brand new Murphy Center.
You know, you'd thought it'd been the Beach Boys or somebody, but it was Bob Hope. Wow.
It was Bob Hope.
Place.
There would be others during this year too. 1973 on June 6th, the first historical publication from the newly formed Rutherford County Historical Society, which was founded in 1971. They released their first official volume of local histories.
I figured they would have been older than that, but that's interesting. I didn't know that. 1971.
Absolutely. I didn't realize that either, but their first official publication in 73. Also in July of 73, the Rutherford County Courthouse is officially listed on the National Register of Historic Places. So we've got our courthouse there. Also, and John, you mentioned this one, in 1973, September 22nd, WGNS gained a brand new neighbor, and they've since moved from that location, but the city had a grand opening of the new Murfreesboro Police Department, September 22nd, 1973, which was adjacent to our building on South Church Street. And it was built as a model law enforcement facility built to serve the town's, get this, 26,000 people.
Yeah. And it was top of the line when it opened. You know, I just, to me, my brother worked there, so I got to go on the insides of that detective division. And it's so amazing to see now that it's just closed up and, you know, nothing's in there.
Yeah. And well, it's interesting to note that we have double that number in our Rutherford County school system now, kids.
Yeah.
So in
we had just opened up, we opened up Riverdale, Oakland was 74, wasn't it?
Yes.
No. Yes, I guess. No, it wasn't. 73. Riverdale and Oakland opened up.
Another big thing that happened in 73. Also, just about 5 days later, the station, after the station opened, they put a time capsule behind a cinder block wall in the police department building. And I was there when they opened up that time capsule.
And what was in it?
Right when they moved away. There were several things. There were some MTSU yearbooks in there. It had the 1973 city budget in there, some newspaper clippings, and it had a letter from Mayor William Hollis Westbrooks.
So it's still there.
I don't know what they did with the internals of the time capsule, but it was taken out when the police department moved. There was also a Sears catalog in there, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
On his iconic Goodbye Yellow Brick Road tour, Elton John played at a sold-out Murphy Center on October 12th of 1973.
And Brian, let me mention, Buster's was opened in 1973, along with the Far East Cafe, which are still there.
Yep. They're two of our long-standing local places. Of course, Buster's is on Broad Street. Had a population of 26,360 in Murfreesboro, compared to the 140,000 today. And that's Throwback Thursday.
Hi, I am Tina. You never know what you may find at the Habitat Restore.
Hi, I'm Wendy. Hey, this is Rocky. You never know what you'll find at the Habitat Restore.
Shopping at the Restore. Habitat Restore has furniture.
At a great bargain price.
Couches, beds, tables. We have it all.
At the Habitat Restore.
Shopping at the Restore, yeah. If it's here today, you better get it.
Because it may be gone tomorrow.
We're hiring at the Habitat Restore. Stop by 850 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard for more information.
Charlie Pitts has got hairstyles. I've got my daughter working with me, Kelly. She can do it all. She can do the frosts, the perms, haircuts. Charlie Pitts. Haircuts worth the money, good hairstyles, colors. Charlie Pitts has got hairstyles cheaper than anybody else has got it. The quality is there. Love to have you. Call me at any time. Charlie Pitts, haircuts.
Phone 615-785-0966. Charlie Pitts.
Thank you.
Don't let concerns about today's events derail your long-term financial strategy. Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin, and I'm here to help. We can work together to understand the impact of these events and make sure that your goals are top of mind. While you can't control market volatility, we'll help focus on what you can control. We can connect in several virtual ways. Start by giving me a call at 615-907-7056. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Jeff Carlton with Franklin's Printing says online ordering makes any time the perfect time to place your next print order.
There is a tab that allows you to place your order if you want letterhead, if you want envelopes. Those things are listed on there, and it pretty much walks you through it. Most of the time, people just email Jeff and say, hey, Jeff, here's what I need, because we've been doing it so long, and it's very convenient for them.
Franklin's Printing on South Park Drive in Murfreesboro.
PrintworksTN.com.
The Wake Up Crew with John Bryan and Dalton on WGNS.
Fueled by 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee.
7:42 as we wrap up the Wake Up Crew, powered by Middle Tennessee Electric, looking to go solar. Well, they have members on staff that are educating members like you and me on the process, and can help you achieve your renewable energy goals. Find out more at mte.com/prosolar and get your free consultation that way. Also, we are fueled by, as well, 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee. We've got to have a lot of fuel around here. Need a serious cool down on a sizzling afternoon? We'll dive into the Blackberry Cobbler Lemon Freeze at 7 Brew, where the teams in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and Laverne stand by to serve up the greatest summer joy with speed and a smile. That's 7 Brew, who helped bring you the Good Neighbor of the Day. Our good neighbor is Harold George Jr., the SRM Concrete Good Neighbor of the Day, for offering a warm smile and a kind word to absolutely everyone that he meets. Harold George today getting a free drink of choice from 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, Laverne. Find their locations there, thanks to 7 Brew and SRM Concrete, making today's Good Neighbor moment. SRM Concrete, locally grown, nationally known, and they believe in shining the light on the people whose everyday kindness builds a better future for us all. You can join us in celebrating our community by sending in a good neighbor. Text neighbor to 615-893-1450, or just go to WGNSradio.com/good neighbor to get those in, and we will take it from there.
Time for the dad joke of the day.
So trying to get back to normal-ish, I guess, here I think next week it's going to be just you and me, pal.
What?
As long as you've got some good stamina going and all.
What do you do? Work 3 days and says, "Okay, I'm done."
Pretty much, yeah.
Boy,
Yeah.
I hope I can hold on till then. Wow.
Me too. Did you hear that the surgeon had to install a GPS during your operation, John?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, they said there were too many bypasses to navigate.
Replay.
I know one thing. You're glad I'm back because I gave you a 5. You probably did get one that the whole time I was gone, did you?
No 5s unless
Yeah.
it was on. No, I don't think I even replayed. So when it was just me, there was a week when it was, or maybe
Right.
longer. It was just me, and I was doing some segments, and we were doing some best of segments. That's kind of how I did the dad jokes, some past dad jokes. But I don't think any of them were ever 5s that I redid.
Kept the wheel turning, man.
Yeah.
Everybody hurted you.
Yeah. We had one week where we had just some of our best of shows, or we've done some theme shows for like holidays and things. And Dalton was able to take care of those while I was on the recovery mend. There were some shows that we had already done. So since we weren't able to come in and do the show, but we made it through and here we are. But it's been a June to remember so far.
Yeah. Well, I'll never forget it for sure.
Yeah.
Starting with that spring fling.
Well, that was May, but yeah.
Well, I mean, it affected June.
Yeah, that first week
I
was.
was tired. You remember that next morning? I was tired. You know.
I
that
just remember the Friday before you had that on Saturday. You said that you were tired, and you had just fallen on Thursday. So.
Yeah, I'm about healed from that. So.
Well, that's good.
We didn't get to even tell what we learned today.
Well, it's a lot of what we just did.
And I actually had it written down.
Oh.
And we found out what happened in 1973 in the borough.
That's true. That was a fun segment. We'll have to do that again. But that's going to wrap up this Thursday Wake Up Crew. And good to have John back in the saddle again. And we will do it all over again tomorrow for a Finally Friday. Hope you'll join us then.
I dropped it. Yes, on the way I dropped it. A little girlie picked it up and put it in her pocket. She was trucking on down the avenue.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. Plenty of sunshine today with highs topping out near 89 degrees. Winds south-southwesterly around 5 miles per hour. Tonight, clear to partly cloudy skies, light winds, lows drop to 70. And then Friday, lots more sunshine, chance for afternoon showers and storms, and highs approach 91. I'm meteorologist Phil Jensko in the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now it's 64.
WGNS is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric, who remind us that better communication leads to better service. Keep your contact info current at MTE.com.